Now it's challenge time. Let's get ready to use all the tags that we've learned so far. On the right hand side, you'll see just a bunch of text all put together. But on the left hand side, where you should be doing the majority of your work, we are just going to be completing these tags. So in this case, we are creating a paragraph element. So not only will it look complete in the visual side as soon as you're done, it's going to give it that spacing. So right away, our right hand side is going to start to look a little bit better. So let's just go ahead and do that. If you think you can handle each one of these, feel free to pause the video now and complete all of them. I'm going to get started in just another second. Okay, so for the first one, what you should have done is opened up a P tag right there and closed it here. That is going to separate this right here as you just saw. Now make a heading tag element. For each one of these, we're going to create a heading tag. So we're going to create our H1s right here. See that because it didn't close, it's already giving me trouble. I'm going to create bam, bam, bam. Oops. Ooh, things are starting to look wild just because I'm taking a bit of a shortcut, but we're just doing 2 through 6 here. Right? And they wrap around the content and they take the inside and they make it the size that you want. CodePen, ooh, it's not even doing it this time. Anyway, we're going to fix each of these by including an H2, an H3, an H4, an H5, and H6. So this one's pretty easy. And if you have our paragraph followed by this, you're good. Oh, except I didn't include closing tags on any. So let me go ahead and fix that. All right, looking better already. Now make a strong and italic tag. I'm just going to throw a random one in here. Oops. Perfect. And over here. Oops, we're going to do the italic one over here. That's the I, remember? So we can see there's one and there's another one. Good. Now line break and horizontal rule. Remember, you could just throw it anywhere. Some of my students were confused as to why this works, why BR works without the slash. It does, but for best practices, I wouldn't always include it like this. Some wild person also said, would this work? Using the opening and closing just like a regular tag. And it looks like it doesn't. I see. Pretty much includes 2. No. So it might seem like it's working, but really it's just including 2 of them because this and this work. So for future reference, if you want to create a horizontal break, always do BR like this, and then include that closing slash in that area for good measure. Same thing with the HR. I'm just going to put one right here before this last word, and it's going to work. But then I'm just going to add that just for style, so we know it's a self-closing tag. So now we have our BR line break right there and our horizontal rule, so we can move on. Forget about this. I might fix it, I might not. I'm not sure. There's a couple errors you'll see, and perhaps by the time you're watching this video, some things will be different. But I'm gonna try to keep this lesson, now that I've recorded the video, pretty much the same. I might add some additions that hopefully won't make what I'm saying outdated. Otherwise, try to update it. But little things like that, remnants of a comment that I might have left here. In practice during the class when I taught it, it was a little confusing. So I'm going to go back and fix a couple things. So that being said, 95% of what you're seeing should be the same. But perhaps this here comment will already be gone by the time you watch this video. Okay, here comes the hard one. Let's make a link element. So the first thing we do is we create our A tag. And we close our A tag just for practice so we know where we're going, right? And we go into the first side, the left-hand side, the opening tag, and that's where we're going to put our href attribute. And you can see I spelled href wrong, so you got to watch out for that. And I added my destination right there, and you can see that, bam, there's an error here. What is going on here? Ah, right there. Okay, And the link element now works. So if you click this, you can see down here that it is over here. When I hover, you'll see that it's going to go to google.com. Now it says add a link attribute, add a link with attributes. A little bit of confusion, so I might fix that one. But what I mean is that I want you to create a link element that has an attribute, but this is already an attribute. So we're going to add another one right here to the right, and it's going to open up in a new tab. And that should work. Now this one will open up a new tab. If you click it, there it is, new tab. Let's get back here. Image tag. You see I've already provided you the URL. If you take this URL and you put it into your browser, you'll see that it opens up a picture of a puppy, isolated, just like we said we would. And I'm going to create an image tag. See, image tag goes here. Again, these comments are semi-helpful. I'm going to use this one, in fact, so I might keep this. But the point is the same. This is where you should do your work. And I'm going to put in an SRC, close it as I always do. And then I'm going to put in the dynamic value, which in this case is the URL. You put it in, puppy appears. Now it's saying add an image tag with these attributes. So this will definitely be gone. Give the image a width of 200 pixels. So I know that this is our attribute. I know our equal sign is here. I know this whole thing is our value, and it ends with this quotation mark. So to the right of that, I'm going to add a new value, call a new attribute called width. And on that width, I'm going to set a 200 pixel size, which would make the second puppy smaller. And I'm going to get rid of this just so it looks a little bit better. Boom. So if you're seeing this with all of these tags completed, then you've completed this challenge. Congratulations. It's just kind of a refresher for in class when I wanted to quickly whip up just a quick test. The ordering is a little off because if you go on to the next one,